As we count down to these gaming figures coming out, obviously everyone's going to be watching it. Can you tell us, do you think that Macau has turned a corner, or are we going to see another false start that we saw earlier this year?
We think that if you're according to the numbers coming out, is stabilizing. This is because for the past few years, the Macau people have been outcrying for a more stabilizing economy and not developing in such a fast pace. It had to make some kind of social problems. So that's why the central government take in consideration that the Macau people overall, as you know, Macau is a very small place, 30 kilometers of square areas and only 650,000 people living there. We are still ahead of Las Vegas 3 times in terms of revenues. And Macau continues to be the best place, most comfortable one, the closest in mainland China. So it creates and generates a lot of potentials that makes the people that come over to Macau to gamble feel much more comfortable.
Where are you seeing those signs of recovery? I mean, we do see VIP, you know, the data is still pretty weak. Mass market seeing a little bit of a pickup here. Is that going to be where the strength of the gaming industry is going to go now?
It depends in terms of what kind of view you are looking at it. If you look at the perspective of the local people, of course they feel much more comfortable because it's not so rushing, so many people coming over. And we want to diversify the economy of Macau in terms of mass marketing. And that's why the family gatherings, people that bring over their children can really enjoy a few days in Macau and not become so dependable on the high VIP rollers in VIP rooms. Of course, if you ask what is the future of the VIP rooms, they will continue to be as long as the people are interested in that. You can see the new developments in Macau, especially the new ones that will be opening in end of August and September this year. They are all requesting VIP rooms. So that's why we think that there is a kind of stabilizing, and both of segments will continue to develop in a very normal way, that we hope that it will also respect the people of the Macau in terms of the social issues, especially housing, healthcare.
I mean, in the midst of all this, what level of gaming revenue do you expect to be reasonable, at least now? I mean, what are you expecting to be something that would be a little bit more upbeat in your eyes, or something that what level that you actually focus on?
As long as we are profiting, we are still 3 times ahead of Las Vegas, and we are making the world's #1 in terms of revenues from gaming. So we in Macau, we continue to be safe in terms of...
What about the government? Do they need to do more to help with this recovery? Are they doing enough?
They are doing the best. We expect that to continue to be like that. But as you know, the control at the end belongs to the central government. So that's why it all depends in terms of what perspective the central government wants according to the wishes of the Macau people.
Sure. You know, we just talked about the story last week about the Japanese billionaire Kazuo Okada, you know, really planning to challenge Macau and putting, you know, trying to woo at least these Chinese gamblers to come to his $4 billion casino resort in Manila. We continue to see this kind of trend. Do you see that as a threat to Macau?
I don't see it as a threat because Macau still is the best geographically positioned in the whole China. It's the closest place. We are going to have the linkage between the Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau. And once that it's settled down in the few years, next few years, we'll see the trend to increase in terms of the people that comes over from the Delta region. And this will make Macau much more profitable in terms of gaming.